Here's something that'll stop you in your tracks. Arkansas was just ranked the #1 most affordable state to live in all of America. Number 1, not Texas, not Tennessee, little overlooked Arkansas. And here's the part almost nobody talks about. While everyone else is draining their life savings on crowded Florida beaches and paying $500,000 for a tiny house, thousands of smart retirees are quietly slipping into Arkansas towns you've probably never even heard of. Towns where a beautiful home still costs less than a new truck. Where the state never touches your Social Security check. Where a lake, a trail, or a friendly face is always just steps from your front door. But here's the real secret. Most people are looking at the wrong towns. The famous ones are overpriced traps. Stick with me, because number 10 will absolutely stun you. Now do us one tiny favor that means the world. Tell us in the comments which town you'd pack your bags for tonight because we read every single one. And if this helped you dream bigger, subscribing is just one click. So go ahead and tap it, and let's find your perfect town together. Number 1, Mammoth Spring. Let's start with a town most Arkansans themselves forget even exists. Tucked right up against the Missouri border sits Mammoth Spring, and its name is no exaggeration. The enormous natural spring at the heart of this town pumps out an absolutely jaw-dropping 9 million gallons of water every single hour. Let that sink in. 9 million gallons every hour, feeding the crystal-clear spring river that locals here quietly take enormous pride in. But here's why retirees are falling for it. The affordability is almost hard to believe. Many homes in and around Mammoth Spring fall in the $120,000 to $200,000 range, often charming single-story houses right in town, or peaceful little wooded lots on the edges. Now pair that low price tag with Arkansas's retiree-friendly tax rules, where the state never taxes your Social Security check, and suddenly your monthly budget has real room to breathe. Picture your typical morning here. You pour a hot cup of coffee, step out onto the porch, and listen to nothing but birdsong. Later, maybe a slow, shaded walk along the paths near the historic dam. And in the afternoon, cast a line into that famous spring river and see what bites. Life moves gently here, exactly the way many of us dream retirement should feel. Now, let's be honest about the trade-off, because that matters. Medical care in Mammoth Spring is small and rural. Everyday needs are handled by local clinics, but for anything serious, the nearest regional hospital is over in West Plains, Missouri, a short drive across the state line. So this town is best suited for retirees who are healthy, independent, and craving deep peace above all else. If your idea of a perfect retirement is quiet mornings, clean water, friendly faces, and a cost of living that finally stops squeezing you, Mammoth Spring is a stunning, overlooked place to begin. And believe me, this is only town number 1. It gets even better from here. Number 2, Cherokee Village. Now, what if I told you there's an entire town in Arkansas that was designed from the very ground up for people exactly like you? Meet Cherokee Village. Decades ago, this place was built with retirees and vacationers specifically in mind, and honestly, you can still feel that thoughtful intention in every quiet, tree-lined street. This is a town where an ordinary day might include a peaceful lap around one of 7 different lakes, a relaxed round on one of 2 golf courses, or a friendly, unhurried chat down at the community center. But the numbers are the real headline here, so pay attention. Most homes in Cherokee Village are modest and often single-story, with recent prices frequently landing in that sweet $120,000 to $190,000 range. Yes, waterfront and fairway homes will ask for a bit more, but that remarkably low baseline is the village's biggest magnet. Now stack on Arkansas's famously low property taxes and untaxed Social Security, and the math here simply feels kinder than in almost any other lake community in the entire country. Imagine it. Morning fishing on a glassy, mist-covered lake. An afternoon swim to beat the summer heat. Evenings spent with neighbors who genuinely wave hello because they, too, chose this slower, sweeter pace of life. There's a real sense of belonging here that money simply can't buy anywhere else. For healthcare, you'll lean on local clinics for the everyday stuff, with larger hospitals over in nearby Batesville or Jonesboro handling the more complex needs. It's a manageable arrangement for active, independent retirees. So if your dream retirement includes 7 lakes, 2 golf courses, and neighbors who move at the exact same relaxed pace you do. Then Cherokee Village was practically built with your name on it. It's proof that the right town doesn't just give you a house, it hands you a ready-made community. And trust me, the next town brings something completely different to the table. Number 3, Arkadelphia. Here's a little-known truth about retirement happiness. A bit of youthful energy in a town goes a shockingly long way. And that, my friends, is exactly what makes Arkadelphia so special. This is a lively little college town, home to not just one, but 2 universities. And that youthful spark keeps the whole community feeling vibrant, walkable, and genuinely alive all year round. You'd expect that kind of energy to drive prices up. But here's the surprise. The median home listing price sits at an incredibly affordable $189,000. That's real value for a place that never feels sleepy or forgotten. And the outdoor menu here? Genuinely impressive for a town this size. You've got beautiful DeGray Lake State Park right nearby for boating, fishing, and lazy afternoons on the water. You've got the world-famous Hot Springs National Park within easy driving reach for a change of scenery. And when you feel like something's social, there's live music playing downtown at beloved local spots like Slim and Shorty's, where the whole town seems to gather. Now here's the part retirees care about most, and Arkadelphia absolutely delivers. Baptist Health Medical Center sits right there in town. No white-knuckle hour-long drives for quality care. It's close, it's dependable, and it offers real peace of mind as the years go by. Picture your week here. A morning stroll across a leafy, historic campus, an afternoon casting a line on DeGray Lake, and an evening tapping your foot to live music with new friends. It's active, it's affordable, and it never feels lonely, which is exactly what so many retirees quietly long for. Arkadelphia beautifully proves that you don't have to choose between affordable and lively. Here, remarkably, you get both in one welcoming package. And if you love the outdoors, just wait, because the next town is a true nature lover's paradise. Number 4, Malvern. If there's one thing that quietly makes or breaks a retirement, it's this simple question. Do the people around you actually feel like your kind of people? Well, Malvern has built its entire reputation on the answer. This warm, friendly, genuinely compassionate small town is known far and wide for how it welcomes newcomers. And honestly, that's a far bigger deal than most home buying guides ever bother to mention. A house is just walls. But neighbors are what turn a house into a home. And here's what seals the deal: the price tag. Malvern boasts one of the lowest median home listing prices on this entire list, sitting right around $170,000. Read that again. That kind of affordability makes it truly realistic for singles and couples living on a fixed income without the constant, gnawing worry about money running out. Life here follows a comforting, dependable rhythm. Every year, the whole town comes together for beloved traditions like the famous Malvern Brick Fest, a celebration of the area's proud brick-making heritage that's pure small-town joy. And for the outdoor lovers, the sprawling Ouachita National Forest and nearby Centennial Park offer endless space for gentle hikes, quiet picnics, and slow, restorative afternoons in nature. Now, for that all-important peace of mind, there's a Baptist Health Medical Center right there in town. So quality care is close, convenient, and never a stressful ordeal, which becomes more and more valuable as we age. Just imagine it. Chatting with a neighbor over the fence, wandering the Brick Fest with a warm treat in hand, knowing that here, people genuinely look out for one another. For retirees who long to feel truly embraced by a tight-knit, caring community without ever draining their hard-earned savings, Malvern is a quiet, understated triumph. It reminds us that the richest retirements aren't always the most expensive ones. And speaking of rich experiences, our next town puts a national forest right in your backyard. Number 5, Clarksville. Ever quietly dreamed of having an entire national forest as your own personal backyard? Well, hold on to that thought. In Clarksville, that exact dream is remarkably, almost unbelievably affordable. With a median listing price of around $200,000, which sits comfortably below both the state and national averages, this town lets you live right at the doorstep of the absolutely stunning Ozark National Forest, without the stunning wallet-crushing price tag you'd expect to come with it. So what does a good week actually look like here? Picture this, a leisurely hike through the misty Ozark trails on a cool, quiet morning with the leaves crunching softly beneath your boots. Then, when the afternoon warms up, you cool right off with a refreshing swim at the excellent Clarksville Aquatic Center. It's the kind of place where staying active feels completely effortless and joyful, rather than like some chore you have to force yourself into. The scenery does half the motivating for you. But now let's talk about the detail that quietly matters more and more as the years pass. Healthcare. And here, Clarksville truly shines. The town is served by Johnson Regional Medical Center, a dependable, genuinely sizable hospital located right in town. Not an hour away, not somewhere over the mountain, right there when you need it. And that combination, my friends, is the whole magic of Clarksville. You get the wild, breathtaking beauty of the Ozarks pressing right up against your doorstep, and you get the deep reassurance of solid, accessible medical care nearby. Believe me, that pairing is surprisingly rare. Most affordable nature towns force you to gamble on healthcare. Clarksville simply refuses to make you choose. So if you picture your golden years surrounded by towering trees, clean mountain air, gentle trails, and genuine peace of mind, all for a price that lets you actually enjoy it, Clarksville deserves a serious spot on your list. And if you love the water, our next town takes lake life to a whole new level. Number 6. Mountain Home. Now for a town whose name honestly tells you almost everything you need to know before you even arrive. Mountain Home sits proudly in Arkansas's beautiful Twin Lakes region, and that location is pure gold for retirees. It gives you quick, easy access to Norfolk Lake, Bull Shoals Lake, and the legendary White River, one of the most famous fishing destinations in the entire country. So if your idea of a perfect retirement involves water, boats, or a fishing rod, this might just be the town for you. The housing here is refreshingly attainable too. Prices generally fall in the low to mid $200,000 on average, ranging from simple, comfortable single-story homes right in town to pricier, dreamier spots overlooking the shimmering water. There's genuinely something for every budget and every taste. But here's the feature that keeps people planted here for the long, long term. Baxter Health, a well-regarded regional hospital with strong patient satisfaction scores, is located right in town, and it's backed up by specialty clinics and a range of senior living options. That's a rare and precious thing for a town this size, and it's exactly why so many people feel confident settling down for good. Now add in a genuinely charming downtown packed with antique shops, perfect for slow, delightful afternoon browsing, and cozy little cafes where the locals actually know your name. You've got a place where natural beauty and long-term security live comfortably side by side, hand in hand. Just picture it. A sunrise cast on a glassy, mirror-still lake, a lazy afternoon hunting for treasures in a dusty antique mall, and the quiet, steady confidence of knowing excellent care is just minutes away, always. That's the real everyday magic of Mountain Home. It's no wonder this town draws both full-time retirees and seasonal lake lovers back year after year. In our next town, it trades lakes for pure old world charm. Number 7, Van Buren. For all the retirees out there who feel most alive when surrounded by history, character, and old world charm, let me proudly introduce you to Van Buren. This is a town with genuine, deep 19th century roots, and it wears them beautifully. Van Buren showcases gorgeously preserved Victorian architecture and boasts one of the most enchanting historic downtowns in the entire state. Absolutely packed with antique shops, quiet art galleries, and cozy little cafes where time seems to slow right down. And the wonderful part? With a median home price sitting around $228,000, it remains a genuinely reasonable, down-to-earth place to plant your roots. So imagine how your days might unfold here. One evening, you catch a live performance at the beautifully restored, historic King Opera House, a true jewel of the community. Another lazy afternoon, you're browsing for a good novel at a charming local bookshop, the kind with creaky wooden floors and a resident cat. And on a crisp morning, you take a gentle, restorative nature walk along the peaceful Lee Creek trails, just outside of town. It's a lifestyle that's somehow rich in culture and rich in calm, all at the very same time. That balance is rarer than you'd think. And let's be practical, because it matters. Van Buren has your health well covered, with a large Baptist Health General Hospital right there, plus even more medical options available just one town over in nearby Fort Smith. So you're never far from excellent, comprehensive care. History, charm, culture, and dependable care all bundled together into one surprisingly affordable package. That's the quiet promise of Van Buren. Picture yourself strolling those historic brick streets at golden hour, waving to shopkeepers who greet you by name, feeling like you've stepped into a warmer, gentler era. For the retiree with a soul that loves the past, Van Buren feels less like a town and more like a living storybook. And our next pick offers something cleverly different: peace and big city access. Number 8, Cabot. Here's a bit of underrated retirement wisdom that too few people talk about. Sometimes the very smartest choice isn't the most remote, far-flung town on the map. Sometimes it's the one that quietly gives you peaceful living and big city access all at once. And that right there is the pure genius of Cabot. Sitting just about 25 miles northeast of Little Rock, Cabot lands in an absolute sweet spot. It's close enough to tap into world-class healthcare, shopping, dining, and big city amenities whenever you want them. Yet it's far enough away to hold on to that peaceful, settled, comfortable suburban rhythm that so many retirees crave. You get the best of both worlds without having to sacrifice either one. The home prices reflect that solid, dependable stability too. They typically land in the mid $200,000 to low $300,000, anchored by welcoming, well-kept subdivisions where neighbors tend to put down roots and stay for decades. This isn't a transient town. It's a place where people build lasting lives and real friendships. Now, for your health needs, Cabot has you thoughtfully covered. There are clinics, urgent care centers, and specialists right there in town for the everyday stuff. And when something bigger or more serious comes up, major hospital systems in nearby Jacksonville and Little Rock are just a straightforward, low-stress drive down Highway 67. That kind of medical access is a genuine luxury. For your outdoor time, retirees here happily head to nearby parks and wildlife areas, or take an easy, breezy day trip out to gorgeous Greer's Ferry Lake when the mood strikes. And here's the delightful twist. Cabot isn't even marketed as a retirement destination at all. Honestly, that's a huge part of its hidden, underrated charm. No crowds, no hype, no inflated retirement town pricing. Just a smart, comfortable, well-connected place to enjoy your years. And our next town swings the pendulum all the way back to wild, untamed beauty. Number 9, Jasper. Now, for all you true nature lovers out there, the ones who want your retirement to feel a little bit wild and a whole lot breathtaking, this next town was practically made for your heart. Say hello to Jasper. This little gem is tucked deep within the rugged, absolutely jaw-dropping scenery of the Arkansas Ozarks, sitting near the world-famous Buffalo National River region, one of the most beautiful protected waterways in all of America. Now, I'll be straight with you. The median home price here runs higher than the others on our list, landing at around $425,000. But as the happy locals will tell you with a knowing smile, you're not just buying a house here, you're buying the view. And oh, what a view it is. So picture your days unfolding in Jasper. A scenic, laughter-filled family picnic at peaceful Bradley Park. An unhurried afternoon fishing along the gentle little Buffalo River, with nothing but birdsong and rushing water for company. Or simply sitting quietly, soaking in some of the most dramatic, soul-stirring natural landscapes the entire American South has to offer. Towering bluffs, deep green valleys, misty mornings. It's the kind of beauty that makes you feel small and grateful all at once. And here's the reassuring part, because even in the wild, your health matters. For a small mountain town, Jasper is genuinely well considered when it comes to care. The North Arkansas Regional Medical Center over in nearby Harrison handles the bigger needs, and there's a dependable local family practice right there in town for everyday visits. So you're never truly cut off. If your heart quietly craves untamed beauty, deep peace, and real honest quiet, Jasper delivers all of it in spades. It's for the retiree who dreams of front porch sunsets over the mountains and starry skies untouched by city lights. It's a little slice of wild paradise. And now for the grand finale, the biggest hidden gem of them all. Number 10, Hot Springs Village. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the big one. The town I promised you all the way back at the very beginning of this video. The one worth waiting for. Say hello to Hot Springs Village. Here's the astonishing part that almost nobody outside Arkansas realizes. This is one of the largest planned retirement communities in the entire United States, and yet, somehow, it stays completely under the radar for most people. Nestled beautifully in the rolling foothills of the Ouachita Mountains, this incredible community sprawls across a mind-boggling 26,000 acres and contains 11 separate lakes, multiple championship golf courses, and mile after glorious mile of walking and hiking trails. It's practically its own private paradise. Now brace yourself for the real shocker. With all of those resort-style amenities at your fingertips, many homes here still fall in the surprisingly reachable low to mid $300,000. For a gated, amenity-packed lake and golf community of this size, that's genuinely remarkable value. But here's what truly sets it apart. Because the entire place was built around retirees, nearly 60% of residents are 65 or older. Think about what that means for a moment. You're instantly surrounded by thousands of people in the very same wonderful stage of life, all ready and eager to make new friends. Loneliness doesn't stand a chance here. And for peace of mind, clinics sit right inside the village, with full hospitals nearby in Hot Springs and Benton. So imagine your mornings. A gentle walk down to Balboa Beach, a relaxed round of golf with new friends, a quiet lap around the fitness center, then home to a comfortable house that's just the right size, never overwhelming. For thousands of thriving retirees, that isn't some far-off fantasy. That's just an ordinary Tuesday. Hot Springs Village is living, breathing proof that an active, social, amenity-rich retirement doesn't have to cost a fortune. But hold on, because we've got two more incredible towns still to reveal. Number 11, Bella Vista. Just when you thought we'd save the best for last, let me introduce a town that quietly wears one of the most impressive crowns in the entire state. Say hello to Bella Vista. Tucked away in the beautiful far northwest corner of Arkansas, Bella Vista has long been a whispered favorite among retirees who want trees, water, and genuine tranquility, all without the hustle and stress of a big city. But here's the crown jewel, the stat that turns heads. Bella Vista is consistently ranked among the safest places in Arkansas, boasting one of the very lowest crime rates around. And let's be honest, as we settle into our golden years, that deep, everyday sense of safety becomes absolutely priceless. It's the kind of peace of mind you simply can't put a price on. Now, this town was thoughtfully developed as a planned community, so it comes beautifully equipped. We're talking multiple sparkling lakes, several golf courses, walking trails winding through the wooded hills, and welcoming recreation centers where neighbors gather and friendships bloom. There's always something gentle and enjoyable to do right outside your door. And the housing? Refreshingly attainable. Home prices here span a comfortable range, often landing anywhere from the low $200,000 up into the $300,000, offering solid options for nearly every retirement budget. Pair that with Arkansas's kind tax rules, and your money simply stretches further here. For healthcare, you're wonderfully positioned. Being right in the thriving Northwest Arkansas region means excellent, top-tier hospitals in nearby Bentonville and Rogers are just a short, easy drive away, including the highly regarded Mercy Hospital. So world-class care is always within comfortable reach. Picture it. Safe, quiet streets, shimmering lakes at sunrise, friendly neighbors, and top-notch medical care, all wrapped in the calm embrace of the Ozark foothills. For the retiree whose number one wish is safety, serenity, and beauty combined, Bella Vista is an absolute dream come true. And we've still got one final gem to unveil. Number 12, Heber Springs, and here we are, our 12th and final town. And oh, we've saved a truly special one to close things out. Meet Heber Springs. Picture your days spent boating across calm blue water, fishing for bass in a quiet cove, or simply relaxing lakeside as the sun sets in a blaze of orange and pink. Beyond the water, the surrounding hills offer lovely scenic drives, gentle hiking trails, and the famous natural beauty of nearby spots like the Collins Creek area, where the water runs impossibly clear and cool. Imagine it, quiet mornings by that famous clear lake, friendly small-town neighbors who wave hello, affordable living, gorgeous scenery, and solid care. Just think about what they all share. Homes that cost a fraction of the national average, A state that never taxes your Social Security, gorgeous lakes and forests right outside your door, warm and welcoming communities, and solid healthcare within reach. Your dream retirement doesn't have to break the bank. Sometimes it's hiding in the most beautifully unexpected places. Now do us one tiny favor that means the absolute world to us. Tell us in the comments which town you'd pack your bags for tonight, because we read every single one. And if this video helped you dream bigger, subscribing is just one click. So go ahead and tap it, and let's find your perfect town together.